say go for it. I'd say go for it. If you feel like you're on that kind of hamster wheel and you don't really know where you're going and how you might get off at some point in the future, or what you want to do with your life as much as anything else, having a coach will enable you to focus on what you want to do and then how are you going to do it. What you've got to be really careful though, what a lot of people have got to be really careful of, is that the coach isn't there to do the job for you. The coach is there to coach. I mean, it may sound a stupid thing to say, but it's an important thing. You've got to take ownership for yourself. But it's something all small businesses should have. I'd say the really big advantage of working with Mark is that he holds us to account. The rigor of seeing him every 2 weeks is really important, even if we end up splitting and having one-to-ones rather than the three of us meeting him. It's that rigor. He knows what we covered last time. He holds us to account. We cover exactly how much have you progressed, what are you doing, how are you doing it, where are you doing it, why are you doing it, etc. And it just keeps us on track. Before I joined, Sean and Adam obviously had been working with Mark for about 18 months. Traditional owner-managed business. I like to describe it as organised chaos. Doing well as a business, but not really knowing where they're going. What Mark has done is put some structure around that, said, well, where do you want to go? And it's at that point that Sean and Adam have said, well, actually, we need to have a plan here. We're both kind of just turning 50 or just the other side, what did I say, north of 50. Really, we want to have choices for the future. And if we want to have choices, you've got to have a plan. And it's that plan then that led to the first big decision, which is, okay, you need somebody to run the business. The business has to be able to run independently of the two business owners if you want to ultimately give yourself those choices. And I think that's where it took it to the point where I joined. The key thing about having that structure is that you set yourself some targets and you go out and achieve those targets, as opposed to potentially just being on the hamster wheel all the time. There is a lot of small businesses that the owners are just on that hamster wheel, they're just keeping themselves going. You've got to learn how you get off that hamster wheel, how you actually drive for a particular target. We've now got that target, we've got a 3-year plan, it's really clear, we've got financial targets, we know what we're doing, how we're going to do it, etc. Last year was a big link year for us, which was kind of taking us from where the business was, moving the entire business into new facilities, putting procedures and processes in place, and just basically putting some structure around the business that now allows us to go into that 3-year plan. I think there is great potential in this business. We've got to stay focused, however. It's a business that will drive forward based on sales, based on relationships with its customers. We're in a very fortuitous position in the market we're in, that we know our customers very, very well. We're a monopoly in certain parts of our industry, and we know where we can grow. I think the challenge is just bringing all of that together and staying laser focused as much as anything else.